Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we're checking out cheap versus expensive airsoft submachine guns. We're going to be starting out this video with this $10 spring submachine gun, and then throughout today's video, as we go on, each airsoft gun will get more expensive, until we work our way up to today's finale of this crazy $1,000 HPA MP7. Alright, this is going to be our first one for today's video. This one comes in at $10. So throughout the video, we're going to actually be doing a couple different types of submachine guns. So not only in this video are we going to have spring, we're going to have gas blowback, electric, and also HPA. So without further ado, let's jump into this first guy and see what we got. This is called the M35 by Double Eagle. Let's see what it looks like. It looks like we got a couple different things in this guy. It looks like we have some BBs. With this type of price, obviously you could probably use these. That's not a big deal. But obviously as we move on to the more expensive guns and they come with BBs, probably wouldn't recommend using those. It's actually pretty light. Obviously it's a full plastic construction, nothing crazy. So this guy obviously is a spring action airsoft gun. So basically all you have to do with this guy is pull this back and then it cocks back a spring, and then all you have to do is pull the trigger and you're ready to go. All right, we got the chronograph all set up. Let's see what this guy's shooting at. All right, we got 142.1 FPS with 0.19 joules. Second shot, we got 143.5 with 0.19 joules again. Actually pretty consistent. Obviously this guy isn't shooting, you know, high FPS by any means, but yeah, pretty consistent though, not bad. Damn, yeah, really consistent. And then the last one is 142.8, and then with the same amount of joules as the first two. Yeah, so pretty good, damn. Now the only problem is with that low of FPS is gonna see if we can actually hit the target. Got our $700 Airsoft electric target. Let's get into this.
Ready.
All right, 50 feet away. Let's see if this little guy can make it all the way there. Oh, dude, the hop up even went up. That's crazy. I thought this thing wouldn't even make it. I have to actually aim down now. Nice, okay. Not the most accurate thing in the world, obviously, but 10 bucks. But, you know, it's hitting the target somewhat. Nice. That was a miss. There we go. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. All right, that's it. All right, so obviously we did miss a lot, but we actually got some on the target right there and right there, so not too bad. Actually, really impressed with this guy. All right, next up we have the $25, basically simulating an MP9 style submachine gun. Pretty cool. Holy, I didn't even notice. It takes 6 AAs? Damn. The AAs are probably more expensive than the actual gun itself. That's pretty funny. You actually are able to do semi and fully automatic. So pretty cool. This is the green and black Zombie Hunter. This one is kind of just like encased basically in this plastic little wrap. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to cut this open. Whew. All right. I actually really didn't expect it to have a flipped out stock for 25 bucks, but actually pretty cool. So obviously it's kind of going for the zombie style. So it has like an engraving with like maybe your zombie kill count. Pretty cool. Got Zombie Hunter right there and then Eliminator right there. I was curious if this guy actually worked, but yeah, I think this guy does nothing. It's just like a fake little bull catch right there. So this magazine, let's see how this guy works. You basically just put the BBs in there and you can wind them up like so. And it's kind of cool how they actually show it through the magazine right there. So pretty sick. And then the BBs will feed up into the top right there. Pretty cool. And then you just load this guy up like so, and you're ready to go. Where do we put the AA batteries? Interesting. So I thought they were gonna be like in this grip or something like that, or maybe even here. I actually have no idea. So I have to read the instruction manuals. I'm not really sure. So let's go ahead and start breaking this. Oh. So it looks like you put the batteries upright, so it's absolutely insane. I did not expect that. So basically there's 6 of them. You put them in those little slots right there, and I guess you just close this on top of it. This guy is only 25 bucks. I'm actually really curious to see how this guy shoots for the price. Without further ado, let's go ahead and test it out. All right, let's see what this guy's got. Okay, so 152.9 FPS, not a big increase from the first one, but at least it's powered by some AA, so that's kind of fun. The joules is 0.22. Let's do another shot. 156.4 FPS with 0.23 joules. Last one is 155 FPS with 0.22 joules. All right, now let's test the full auto with this guy and see what the RPS is. Didn't read that time. Running out of BBs. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, actually pretty impressive for this guy. 8.9 rounds per second. Damn, not bad. I did use those power boosted AAs, so maybe that's why. See what this guy's got at 50 feet. Oh boy. All right, so obviously I had to aim like basically the airsoft gun all the way like that because the hop up is absolutely insane. But yeah, at least I hit the target. We got a lot in the upper right, a lot in the lower right as well. And then we actually got one on the red, so not too bad. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Not too bad. Let's actually test with these stock down. The hop up actually seems to be a little bit more accurate on full auto. So this thing is all over the place with the hop up, but nevertheless, actually not too bad for 25 bucks. All right, guys. So this one, we're going to move the dial up quite a bit. So this guy comes in at $100. This is a ASG Scorpion VZ61. Obviously straight away, very nice packaging. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get these straps open and see what this guy looks like. Let's check it out. So comes with a little kind of like safety little pad on the top right there with some BBs. But ooh, look at this guy, pretty sick. So obviously the presentation is pretty cool. Looks like it comes with some stuff too. Let's check it out. This is actually obviously the battery. So basically with this guy, obviously you can see it's a very small airsoft gun. So how are you gonna fit a battery that's gonna work with this guy? Well, they made their own. So this is a 7.2 volt, 700 milliamp micro battery. Let's take it out and check it out. Wow, it actually is way heavier than I thought. Wow, that's actually insanely heavy. I'd say this is probably like 10 times heavier than the last one. It feels like pretty much like a whole metal construction, at least for the body. The grip feels plastic and some other stuff, but the whole body itself feels full metal. This one has extremely nice externals versus the last one. It feels way more high quality. So I guess you have a little folding stock right there. So that's pretty sick. Obviously not the most comfortable thing versus other stocks, but at least you do get one. So that's kind of cool. This one doesn't really have any like buttons to press it. You pretty much just go with force, you snap it out and you kind of put it in place. And obviously you can just kind of with force just snap it right back. So it actually has a front and back iron sight as well. You can actually flip it to different sizes for different ranges. When you pull back the bolt catch, actually you're able to adjust the hop up in there, as you guys can see. So it's kind of interesting. There is the magazine release, so you just pull that down and then there comes the magazine. You load the BBs up in here, you wind it down here, and then actually able to load it up back where it was right there. So pretty cool. It's a little awkward because it's just such a weird, unique airsoft gun. It's pretty cool, honestly. Not really anyone uses these, so it's really nice to see this guy actually in person. And the actual battery location is kind of nice. So it looks like the battery just kind of slides in here and locks in there. So that's actually kind of easier. It does come with obviously a safety, comes with semi-automatic, and it looks like it comes with full auto as well. So we'll have to actually test it out real quick. I'm really excited to see actually how this guy shoots. So stepping it up from a $25 airsoft gun to a $100 one. All right, let's see what this guy's got. Let's start with some semi-automatic and then we'll go to some full auto. Okay, so this guy is shooting at 239.6 FPS with 0.53 joules. Second shot is 332.4 with 0.5 joules, and then the third shot, 337.4 with 0.52 joules. So about a 100 FPS increase from the first two. All right, we reloaded the magazine. Let's see what this guy's got in some full auto. About 5.6 is the rounds per second. All right. Damn, actually not too bad. I know this guy is 4 times the price as the previous submachine we just tested, but this guy does shoot a lot more smooth than that one. And obviously the accuracy and range are bumped up a bit too. But we do have a grouping up here with those 3, pretty consistent, as well as a grouping down here. Those 3 are also pretty consistent in the lower right-hand corner. We did get one on the blue. All right, let's see how fast this semi-mac response is. Does sound like a little like screeching chihuahua when you shoot on semi-fast, but yeah, not too bad for semi-automatic response. All right, let's test this guy in some full auto. Not too bad, nothing insane, but definitely not too bad for 100 bucks. Let's do one more quick mag on full auto with this guy. Nice. I want to give a big thanks to today's sponsor, Raycon, for sponsoring today's video. You guys have probably heard this brand all over the internet. These are Raycon wireless earbuds. And thanks to the team over at Raycon, they came up with a really cool, affordable solution to be able to buy a pair of these and a spare pair, and you would still end up paying less money for one of the other big name tech brands for just one of their pairs. And get this, guys, they have over 50,000 5-star reviews. And my favorite feature of this guy is these guys have 8 hours of playtime, which is really nice, because sometimes I'll forget to charge my earbuds every day, so it's kind of nice that these guys just have so much like playtime. I don't really have to remember to charge them every single day. I also really like the durability of these too. Like I was out on a run the other day and sometimes it starts to kind of sprinkle randomly where I live. And also I'll be sweating when I'm running too. So if I get like some water in these guys, I don't have to really worry. These guys are water resistant, so it's pretty nice. And recently I've been really trying to get more in shape and get healthier. So basically I've been going to the gym and running every single week. So these guys have really helped with that journey. So if you guys do want to support the channel and get some awesome earbuds, you can click the link in the top of the description down below, or you can go to buyraycon.com/1 code/WAG to get 15% off of your Raycon purchase. All right, next up, certainly not moving up in size, but this guy is double the price. This one is $200. This one is from KWA. Let's check it out. All right, guys, you see it. This is the KWA Mac 11 A1, but this one is actually hiding something pretty fun about it. So without further ado, let's actually go ahead and check this guy out. Obviously, in the actual box itself, you actually have some, little BB oil, it looks like. You have some BBs and then a little hop-up adjustment tool because, KWA has some weird hop-up, so it has a little metal proprietary adjustment tool. So that's kind of helpful when you're going to adjust this guy's hop-up. You also get a 50-round magazine, and that's right, guys. This is a gas blowback magazine. So this gun is a gas blowback Airsoft Mac 11, which is pretty sick. That's what it looks like actually in the Airsoft gun itself, but this guy is pretty simple, not gonna lie. Obviously for 200 bucks, it has a full metal construction except for some of the plastic and the grip and stuff like that, but all the important stuff and the majority of the body seems to be a metal construction. This guy has a safe and fire, pretty simple, and this is actually the semi-automatic or the full auto switch right there. It has a little stock right here, so basically all you have to do is pinch these little metal guys together, and then you're actually able to put this little guy down like so, and then to actually get the stock extended, there's this little button down here. You just press that and extend it like that. Oops. Okay, not that much, but you guys get the point. You can extend it all the way to over there, or if you just want a little bit for some reason, you can put it all the way back here. Obviously, this is a pretty simple construction. All you have to do is pull this guy back, put the magazine in with some gas and BBs, and you're ready to go, obviously, if it is on fire mode. So we could talk all day about this guy just looking like a little metal box, but without further ado, let's actually go ahead and shoot this guy. I can't wait to shoot this guy in full auto. This thing is insane. First gas blowback Airsoft gun of the day, so let's see. Oh, forgot to load with gas. That'd probably help. Ooh, damn, that's pretty sick. Okay, damn, okay. 487.3 FPS with 2.21 joules. Damn, okay. Sometimes gas guns shoot a little hot in the first round, so we'll see if the second round changes that. Okay, that's more normal. 303.1 with 0.85 joules. We'll do two more tests just because that first one I think was a dud. Second shot is 336.2 with 1.05 joules. And then the last shot, 309.4 with 0.89 joules. So pretty nice for this guy. Let's see what the 4 is like. Woo! Woo! This thing's insane, bro. Okay, so 16.4 rounds per second. So yeah, this thing is gonna be insane. We'll do a full auto mag later on in the shooting test. Definitely excited to shoot this guy. Let's see what it's got. All right, first we'll do some semi. Oh, never mind. That was auto. Holy, that was fast. Holy, this thing's crazy. Okay, semi-automatic first. These iron sights are definitely not ideal for this range. I could barely even see what I'm shooting, but I'll try my best. Oh. We did miss a few down here, but we did actually get a couple good groupings on the target right there and right there, so pretty good. Looks like we have about 10 more shots in this little magazine. Let's go ahead and shoot the rest on semi-automatic as fast as we can, and then we'll do a full mag of full auto. Actually, a pretty quick semi-automatic response. Not too bad. All right, we got a full mag. Let's see what this guy's got. Oh boy, here we go. Damn. It had some inconsistencies, but yeah, this thing shoots so fast, it's crazy. It's like not a crazy kickback, but just like a little vibration when you're shooting it, so it's actually kind of cool. All right, this magazine, we got all the BBs loaded up perfectly, so let's see if that helps. Here goes nothing. Oh my gosh. Imagine getting like Kimbo these, that'd be absolutely insane. This guy definitely has the best full out of the video so far, but let's go ahead and see if we can one up that with the next one. All right, this one, we're not only moving up in price, we're also moving up in size. This is the Snowwolf by 6mm. Let's go ahead and check this guy out. So we've been through spring, we've been through gas blowback, we've been through electric, but there's one thing we're missing, well actually two. We're gonna go through HP at the end of the video, but this guy is something a little different as well. Not only is this guy a PPSH41, but this guy is actually electric blowback. So this guy comes back every time you shoot, but it's powered by electricity instead of gas, so pretty cool. And of course, this sound is definitely satisfying. All right, I'm super excited about this guy to shoot it, but I'm not trying to get too excited. Let's go through actually what we got in the box first. So it looks like we have some BBs right there. Looks like we have a little kind of a, let's just say, not the best sling right here, but at least it comes with ones. That's up to you if you want to trust that. This does come with a actual normal magazine for this airsoft gun. So there it is right there. Pretty hefty, obviously a big boy. Another reason I bought this guy is it's got a drum mag. This guy is able to look absolutely snazzy with this guy in here, and it just absolutely looks gangster as hell. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull this guy out. Wow, this this guy is definitely the heaviest in the video so far. This one is a full metal construction kind of on the top right there. I'm pretty sure this is imitation wood. Yep, you can kind of tell from the sound right there. It looks really cool nevertheless. There is a sling point right there in the back, and there is another one right there. This guy obviously has the PP41 crazy iron sight, so there is a crazy huge circle at the top right there with the little guy in the middle, and then this guy is just kind of like a half square at the back right there, so pretty cool. So once you pull this guy back, not only does it sound cool too, but you're actually able to adjust the hop up with that little wheel right there. I don't think there is actually a manual safety with this guy, but as you can see, there's a little lever down here that goes back and forth. It's kind of like a little finicky, but I'm pretty sure that's actually utilized to switch it from semi-automatic to fully auto. But wow, does this guy look absolutely sick. This is probably my favorite submachine gun I've actually like seen in a long time. This guy just looks absolutely insane. I remember using this in video games like World at War Zombies. To see this guy in person in the modern age actually looks really sick. So you feed the magazine up right there. Looks pretty cool. That's what it looks like with the normal magazine there. Let's actually go ahead and see what that drum mag looks like. A very unique way to actually unload the magazine. So obviously there's like a little clip kind of thing. You put this down and then the actual magazine kind of comes out. So pretty cool. And obviously with this guy has this really cool like little rail kind of guide to actually put it up in the actual system itself. Just looks really cool and it's kind of satisfying to do that. Pretty sick. And damn, that does look nice in there. Obviously we could talk how good this guy looks, but I'm too excited to shoot this guy. Let's go ahead and put it outside and see how this guy does. See what this guy's got. First shot is 364.8 with 1.24 joules. The second shot is 368.6 with 1.26 joules. And then the third shot, it's pretty consistent, 368.8 with 1.26 joules. Let's see what this guy's got in some full auto. All right, the chronograph says about 8 rounds per second. This electric blowback is pretty cool though. As you guys can see, it completely demolished the target about 50 feet. Very accurate and consistent, except for those weird couple shots. But let's go ahead and actually scoot back twice the distance, adjust the hop up a little bit, and see if this guy can do well at 100 feet. Not bad. Gotta love that electric blowback. All right, so for 100 feet, we did get a little small grouping of 3 down there, one weirdly over there. But we also got a good group of 4 actually on the target right there, so actually not too bad for 100 feet. All right, now we're gonna switch this guy to some full auto, but with that said, let's go ahead and take out this boring magazine and then switch it out for the drum mag. All right, it's full auto time, let's get it. This guy is definitely entertaining with that electric blowback. Definitely a really cool feature. All right, guys, this is the next one up. This one comes in at $370. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Ooh. All right, you guys see that right? This is a UMP45 licensed by H&K from Elite Force. So obviously in the box comes with a little instruction manual, a little speed loader, that's always nice. And it does come with a couple different tips actually to attach to the speed loader to make it easier to load up to this gas blowback magazine. You heard me right, this is a gas blowback UMP45. Pretty simple box. Obviously you just have the huge gas blowback magazine down here. This is what it looks like, pretty cool. It's a very thick magazine. Obviously it has a plastic construction, but it actually feels very high quality. I wouldn't worry too much about this guy not being metal. It has some cool trays on the side right there and the caliber right there for the real one, so pretty cool. We'll put that aside and actually check out the airsoft gun itself. I've actually surprisingly done a gameplay with this in the past, and it was one of actually my favorite guns to do a gameplay with. Obviously gas blowback guns are a little more tricky to get people out with, but they're obviously way more exciting when you're playing on the field, so that's kind of the plus of this guy. The whole construction is a very solid plastic, but the kind of important internals I believe are metal, so when you're shooting this guy, it has a very harsh kickback, and that's actually really cool to shoot. All right, first shot with the UMP45. 323.8 FPS with 0.97 joules. Second shot. 322.6 with 0.97 joules. And then the last and third shot. 320.8 with 0.96 joules. So pretty consistent. Not only does this guy come with semi-automatic, it also comes with 2-round burst. And also full auto. Let's see what the rate of fire of the full auto is. About 15.2 rounds per second. This guy's hop up is definitely way too far up. All right, like I mentioned, the hop is a little bit crazy going up, but we did get some insanely consistent groupings up there to the upper right, and we got 3 on target and a little grouping right there. All right, let's see how fast this guy really shoots on semi-automatic. Not too bad. Let's do a quick magazine of 2 round burst, and we'll do a magazine of full auto. This thing is insane, dude. I love how this thing does have 2 round bursts. Like, pretty much no airsoft guns I know of actually have this feature, and it is gas blowback, so it's even more fun. So definitely one of my favorite features on any airsoft gun I've ever shot. All right, so the semi-automatic on this guy is very crisp and nice. The 2 round burst is a very cool feature, but let's go ahead and test this guy out in some full auto. Damn, boy. Alright guys, last but certainly not least, we have the last Airsoft Submachine gun of the video. I know I'm not unboxing this guy, but I actually already owned this guy previously, and it's been down for quite a while due to some maintenance issues, but now it's back up and ready to go. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, this is my OG MP7. I used to do a lot of gameplays with this guy, probably one of my favorite Airsoft guns I've ever owned. I thought this would be the perfect video to showcase actually how insane this $1,000 HP MP7 really is. The externals are a AEP Tokyo Marine MP7, and then the internals are HPA. It obviously has these really cool OG MP7 sights, the 2 dots in the rear and the 1 up front. And then if you want to go long range, you can actually flip these guys up and have a different iron sight to go with 2, with the circle in the back and the trident in the front. It is a really cool little FCU fire control unit computer controlling all the internals of this guy. And of course, it has that really cool MP7 adjustable stock as well. And it has a whole bunch of different notches, so you can make the stock go from large to small pretty easily, which is very nice. I know this guy doesn't look like much now, but let's go ahead and go to the shooting test, and I'll show you guys why this thing is absolutely insane. I haven't shot this thing in a long time. Let's see what this guy's shooting at now. All right, so first shot is 310.7 FPS with 0.9. Second shot is 307.2 with 0.88 joules. And then the last shot is 324 FPS with 0.97 joules. Of course, this guy has some good semi-automatic response, but this guy also has some awesome full auto, so let's go ahead and test that out. Shooting about 22.3 rounds per second. And let's see what this guy's got at 50 feet. All right, this guy definitely makes it too easy. Let's go see what the results are like. All right, yeah, at 50 feet, this guy absolutely is insanely accurate and consistent, all in the grouping with the target right there. This guy definitely makes it like a little too easy. But let's go ahead and go back twice the distance and see if this guy still holds up. Definitely not the most accurate airsoft gun for the money, but this guy definitely has a super small barrel, so give it a little break, you know? But definitely very consistent groupings in the upper left. We do have a little group of 3 down here, and then as well as a group of 4 on target right there. So obviously this thing is easily shooting a human-sized frame about like 100 feet away with no problem. But now let's actually show you guys the strong point of this guy, which is the semi-mac response. And of course the full auto. So I'll do some normal semi-mac firing, and I'll do it as fast as I can. So obviously pretty fast, but let's actually see how fast this guy can really go. And that is why this guy is so expensive. Definitely an insane semi-automatic response. So let's go ahead and do the full auto. Another one. And these magazines are about 100 rounds. So when this guy is out, that is 100 rounds. Definitely insane.